Well, hey there, and welcome back to Color Me Kris with me, Kris Michaels. Today we're going to be looking at Fulla Regrets coloring book. Fulla is one of my dearest and oldest friends, and I'm very excited that she has made a coloring book to show us all some of the exciting events that have happened in her life. Okay, I actually don't know Fulla at all, except that I follow her on Instagram and think she's fabulous, and was so excited that she decided to do a coloring book. So here we're going to do a quick flip through, and I'll tell you how to watch Fulla for yourself.
When the world seems gray in the news today, creativity can feel like bliss. Come brighten your day in a colorful way. It's time for Color Me Kris.
All right, so as you saw, it came in a very nice plastic case to keep it. I actually colored, not this one, but I did color, Fulla had put up a pic of the black and white page of this, and I said, can I color that and post it? And she said, of course, and she's so sweet and she's so funny. Okay, so Fulla is, let's say, a drag queen. Well, I'll say drag queen, who does Instagram and Cameo postings that are completely hysterical, and I absolutely adore her. I found her recently, and I started following her and was hooked immediately. And then when I saw that she was doing a coloring book, I thought, oh my God, no way. And so when she posted this pic that was black and white, I said, can I print that and color it? And she said, certainly. And I did. And here it is, so that you can see it. And I think I did a pretty good job, but of course she went with a professional, and that would be whoever did this. And it looks wonderful. It's terrific. So I thought I'd show you this book. Here's the back of it. I was surprised that for the coloring book, she was able to get the likenesses for all these, well, yeah, I think dead celebrities. At least some of them are. And I immediately ordered the book and was very happy when it came in. Could it have more pages? Of course. But hopefully there will be a sequel. But if you watch Fulla's posts, she will tell stories about her life and celebrities that she's run into. And she's put some of those stories in here. And then it's funny because you watch the story and then you look at this and you go, oh my God, that's what she was talking about. It's awesome. It's all in fun, and it's hysterical and risque, I will say, and that's perfectly fine with me. This is not a book probably you would get your grandchild or child. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a quick look through the book. So we open it up. This is not Amazon paper. This is actually quite nice paper. I don't know. I think someday this will be a collector's item. I wish I had bought two books, one for the shelf and one to work in. And it's funny because when she said she was doing this, I sent her a message on Instagram. I said, please don't use Amazon paper. This is the cover. And next page is her and Liam Neeson, and it says, Liam Neeson once saved my life from the Mexican drug cartel. Oh, I hope she tells that story in one of her Instagrams soon, because I would love to hear it. And then the next one, and this story she does talk about in one of her Instagram posts. I would scour the streets after dark, searching for suicidal rodents. I'm going to let her tell the story, but if you want to see it, follow her on Instagram. It's a very funny story. And then we have her and Marlene Dietrich, who famously said, I want to be alone. Marlene sang us lullabies as we fell asleep in public, which wasn't difficult because, one, the morphine, and two, Marlene's German monotone was quite soothing. Yeah, that's true. And there they are making crank phone calls, probably in the phone booth. And then this one, I don't know. I just don't know. I need her to tell the story. I really do, but I love it and I want to color it. And of course, it's Fulla Regrets giving Lady Di a horse's head. I can only think that this is supposed to be a Camilla. It's certainly a very good likeness of her, but that's the only thing I think. Now I don't know. She hasn't told the story, so I'm not sure. But I sure hope she does because I want to know what the hell it is. Do you hear me, Fulla? Do the story. We need to know. We need to know. Okay. And I did she tell this one? I think she told this one. I can't remember. But it's her finding a very drunk Santa Claus and her rats dressed up like little reindeer. Oh my God. That's hysterical. Yeah. Don't know the story. Want to know the story. Fully, you've got to do stories of these so that people will want to color them all. I did this. If my buddy color partner is done with theirs, I can show them both right now on screen, maybe with a little voiceover. But if I turn the page, unfortunately, you'll have to wait until I do my completed pages, and then you'll be able to see them. But this is when she filled in for Barbra Streisand in Funny Girl, and it says, as the curtain rose at the Winter Garden Theater, I felt both the weight of the world and of Streisand's size 8.5 heels at the back of my neck. And as you can see, there are some pygmies that are shooting her with darts because apparently Barbara did not want to share the stage. You know, that story was not in Barbara's book, and I read Barbara's book. A great book, by the way. Fantastic book. Read it twice so far. And it's a long book, 48 hours. I listen to Audible books while I color. And terrific book. And I just did Liza's book, which is really great too. So that's not 48 hours though. Okay. And then, so speaking of Liza, here she is with Fulla and they're flushing somebody, but oh, I think this might be Liza's horrible ex-husband, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure, and she hasn't told the story, so I'm not sure. So Fulla, come on, tell us these stories. All right, let's move on. And then we have her and Peter Lorre, who's an old actor. None of you younger folks are probably going to know who the hell he is, but he was in a bunch of horror movies in the, 50s, 60s, and 70s with Vincent Price and Peter Cushing and stuff like that. And he was very funny. And he was a small little man. And it says, and if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that my G-spot, oh yes, don't get it for the kids, my G-spot stands for giggle. Peter was so small, I could roll him up like an armadillo and put him directly inside me. Yeah, don't get this for the kids. Like a mama marsupial. Oh, isn't that lovely? She hasn't told that story either. Oh, and this she did tell, and this is hysterical. She worked for a phone sex line that talked to ghosts and would, help the ghosts feel better, shall we say. And she found one ghost that was just, they hit it off so well, and he'd call her all the time, and I'll let her tell the story. You can find it on Instagram, hysterical. It was a phone sex hotline for the recently deceased, and it has a bit of a sad ending, but it was hysterical. Okay, I don't know where she comes up with these things. I'm just so glad that I found her because she makes me laugh so hard. And then this is Peter Falk from Colombo, and this is Sammy Davis Jr. for all you kids out there. And Peter had a glass eye, and Sammy had a glass eye. And she tells this story about how she sat between them at this dinner, and neither one of them noticed her or saw her. And I won't tell you how she fixed that because you have to watch her on Instagram. She does tell how she fixed it, and it's hysterical, so that they did see her. And it says here, It's like a dinner party I once attended where I was sat between Sammy Davis Jr. and Peter Falk, and they never knew I was there. I think it's hysterical. Oh my God, I just realized the glass eyes that are all over. Oh my God. Fulla, you're going to go straight to hell, and I can't wait to be there with you. Okay, next. It's her and Gandhi, and they're in court. Hasn't told this story that I know of, and it says, when we finally had our day in court, the judge mistook us for the ghosts of his Aunt Bernice. He threw the case out. God, I miss that Gandhi. Did I mention she's politically incorrect? Hopefully, hopefully I did. And then this is, I want to say Nikki Blonsky from Hairspray. Yeah, shampoo, hair care, yeah. And she's singing in the store. I think she's making fun because Nikki now works, like in stores and stuff, and is no longer acting. But I don't know. She hasn't told this story. So, but it's nice to see a girl of a bigger size in a coloring book. Very rare. CVS. Tell the story, Fulla. And that's it for this chapter. Hopefully she'll do more coloring books and tell more stories, because every time I sign on Instagram and I see her, there that she's done something, I click on it so fast. I can't wait to hear what she has to say, because she truly brightens my day and makes me laugh, and I absolutely adore her. And I wish we were good friends, because I think she's someone that I would enjoy hanging out with. Until, of course, she got us both arrested for doing God knows what to God knows who. And yeah, that's Fulla. That's Fulla. Well, anyway, you can find the link to Fulla's store down in my description, and you can find everything to find her on Instagram. She does have a couple of things on YouTube, some cameos that she did for people, and then they posted them on YouTube. One's a very sweet one for Christmas. I mean, really, it's actually very sweet. It's funny, but it's sweet. So yeah. But if you want to see all of her stuff, go on to Instagram. I don't know if she has TikTok or not, because I don't have that. But anyway, that's her coloring book. I love it. I can't wait to do more colorings in it. And thank you, Fulla, for letting me do this flip through. She was very generous to say I could. I did pay for this book. I also bought a mug that I drink out of, and it's awesome. And I don't have it here with me right now, but I will insert a picture of it before the end of this video. In fact, I'll insert it right now. And it's a great mug. It's 20 ounces. It's a nice big one, and thick and sturdy, and I really love it. She's just awesome. She's like the American Dame Edna, if you knew who Dame Edna was, I loved her to death. In fact, the day that I opened Instagram and found out Dame Edna had passed, I became hysterical and cried my eyes out, because I felt like I would never laugh as hard as I did with Dame Edna. And then Fulla, you came around. Oh, I'm going to get it. The clumped, and made me laugh again. So thank you. And I hope you'll all check her out and check the coloring book out. And she has other things too she sells. Not just herself. Sorry, Fulla, had to go there. All right, everyone. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, stay happy, stay Fulla, and stay tuned.